Hello Vivekanand, this is Aman ma'am, English teacher for class 4. Staying together by not staying together is what we are doing right now. I hope you all are staying home and staying safe. So let us begin your school from home. This is the first day of your school from home and let us start with English. Students, let me tell you, this is your English course book for class 4. The blue book you are having, this is volume 1 we are starting with. Now everyone open your book. We will start with the first chapter, the tree huggers. Alright, so this is chapter 1, the tree huggers. First of all, everyone write down the date here, 6th of April. And over here you write down read it. That means you need to read it 4 to 5 times so that you could be clear with the concept. So here students, the agenda of today's work is appreciating the importance of trees. You can have a look at the two pictures, picture 1 and picture 2 in the Let's Begin section. Let's begin. Look at these pictures and describe what you see. Have you ever wondered how life would be without trees? Discuss with your friends and share your thoughts. So here you won't be able to discuss it with your friends, but imagine by your own that how would your life would be without the trees. Where do you like to live? Would you like to live in a place full of trees or the one without the trees? So students, what according to you is the importance of trees? They are home to animals, insects and birds. They give us oxygen. They clean the air. They give wood, fruits, medicines, oil, etc. and a lot more reasons. So we'll start reading about the story. Okay, before I start with the reading and comprehension part, let me just ask you a few questions. Whom do you usually hug? Why do you hug them? How will you feel if they are taken away from you? Okay, so today students, we are going to read about a girl who loved the trees the way she loved her family. The girl's name is Amrita Bishnoi. She hugged the trees the way she hugged her near ones and dear ones. Alright, reading and comprehension. Let's read. This is a true story that took place many years ago, but it still inspires and motivates us. What does inspire here means? Inspire means to give somebody the desire, confidence to do something well. You also get inspiration from someone, and it motivates us. Motivates means to encourage someone to do something that involves hard work. Once upon a time, in a village called Khijarli in Rajasthan, lived people who did not like hunting of animals and cutting down of trees. So there was a village named Khijarli where nobody liked the hunting of animals or cutting down of trees. They loved both animals and trees. People lived happily in this village. They loved the animals and the trees and they lived happily in this village. Each person in the village planted a tree and took good care of it. Each one in the village, they planted a tree and they also took a very good care of them. But this village was under a Maharaja's rule who wanted to build a palace for himself and his family. So this village was under a Maharaja's rule who wanted to build a palace for himself and his family. So for a palace, he wanted the wood, right? Okay, so he ordered his soldiers to bring wood from the forest. He ordered his soldiers to bring wood from the forest. The soldiers started their search for wood and they found a small village that was full of trees. So the soldiers, they found a small village. In Rajasthan, they found a village full of trees. The soldiers went there, but as soon as they started to cut the first tree, they heard a voice, "Stop! please don't cut the tree. So there was somebody who did not wanted the soldiers to cut the trees. So the voice said, stop, please don't cut the tree. It was the voice of Amrita Bishnoi, the girl we had already talked about, Amrita Bishnoi, a woman who had planted the tree. So it was a woman who had planted the tree. She stood in front of the tree, hugged it with both her hands and said, before you cut this tree, you will have to cut me. So now she was ready to sacrifice her life for the tree. She stood in front of the tree. She hugged her tight with both her hands and said that you need to cut me before you cut this tree. Here, are you going to sacrifice your life for this? The soldier got annoyed. He got frustrated. That are you going to sacrifice your life for this? Asked the soldiers. So the soldiers asked that are you going to sacrifice your life for the tree? Yes, I will. I love this tree as I love my family. Came the prompt reply. Prompt is to act quickly. It was a sudden reply from Amrita Bishnoi saying, yes, I will. I love this tree the way I love my family and I'll sacrifice my life for the tree to save this tree. So students, here you can see that the words are underlined for you in between the chapter. You need to learn the spelling of these words and also write down these words as the dictation word in your notebook. You don't need to get a new notebook for this. You can use any old notebook, but you have to maintain it properly. Also, there are questions, comprehensions, and the questions given with the video. The attachment is there and you need to complete the questions after reading the chapter 4 to 5 times. If you read the chapter 4 to 5 times, I hope the concept will be definitely clear to you in a proper way. And it's a request to the parents, please don't do your kids' work. Let them do it on their own. You just help them out. It will be beneficial for them if they do it on their own with just your help. And we'll continue with the rest part of the chapter tomorrow. Till then, bye-bye. Do your work.